summons the game. They're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sick is in trouble, you can call them on the double. The faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. The Super Mario Brothers movie finally out. It's been a long time coming. We are gonna go watch it today. Opening day. Your boy took the day off. It is a Wednesday the 5th. And we're going at the 3 p.m. It is blurry. You cannot see that. Yes, we're going at the 3 p.m. time. I took the day off to go see this movie. Opening hour. Cannot wait to go. But yes, I took the entire day off to go see this movie. It's at 3 p.m. Gonna go with Michael. Opening day. Cannot wait to go see it. I'm stoked. Also, yeah, this video is gonna be something similar to what I did with the Sonic movie, the sequel, where I went to go vlog it, and then I come back and we'll do like a non-spoiler review of the movie. And then down the road, we'll make a normal spoiler review for you guys. So you guys, in case you haven't seen the movie and you don't really want to go see the movie, we'll spoil it eventually for you all. But right now, this is me gonna go watch the movie. Gonna go meet with Marco soon. But yes, we're gonna go meet Michael. He's gonna go somewhere now after his work shift. And then from there, we're going straight to the cinema to go watch the movie. I cannot wait, so I guess the next thing you'll see is when I'm there with Michael, so yeah. Yeah, I'll see y'all whenever that is. It's a Mario. So, yeah, just checking the cinema website for the fun of it, and, today's screening, the one we're going to, it's almost practically sold out. This is, a bit of a shock. I ain't gonna lie though, because again, this is a Wednesday. Everyone be working and going to school. Who the hell is gonna go see the Mario movie on a Wednesday during school and work hours? Who's doing it? Who also took the day off today from their jobs and go off away from school just to go watch the Mario? It's a Mario time, ain't it?
It's a me.
A Mario. That's not the voice. So let me know, what you hoping for this movie though?
I'm hoping for Yoshi, that's all I'm hoping for.
Just the Yoshi.
Just Yoshi.
Just the Yoshi.
I have it.
He brought the Yoshi. He brought the Yoshi. He brought the Joshi. Okay. We is finally inside, boy. You happy? Oh my god.
Imagine I leave him here.
That's actually kind of cute, I ain't gonna lie. Just sticking his head out like that. Look, watching the film. Bro, it's a me. A Mario.
He's being a Mario fan today. I was going to say Sonic, but we can't say Sonic.
What is this, huh? What's that? Who's peeking underneath, huh? I snuck him in. I snuck into Sega. Alright, the Super Mario Brothers movie. What you think, bruh? Cause,
Fun.
it was better than I expected. Chris Pratt.
Was it better than the Sonic movie, though?
It's better than the first Sonic movie, I'll say that, but not the second one. You still hold that record. Anyways, we're going home now. My house. We're gonna do a review.
Non-spoiler, maybe.
No spoiler. No spoiler. So yeah. Shall we?
It was fun.
Let's go. So, was it what I expected? Yes. Did you expect when you went to go see the film, did you expect what it is that you were expecting?
No, actually, no, I was not.
You were not expecting.
I was expecting it to be longer.
Yeah, okay, so that was the thing with the film. We're gonna split this up into multiple sections. We'll talk about the film overall first, then we'll talk about the characters and then its story, which I feel like we can get over and done with very quickly because it's such a generic Nintendo thing for them to do. But let's just get this started. So first of all, overall thoughts on the Mario movie starring yours truly, Chris Pratt. Not me, but Chris Pratt. Yours truly.
So what I have to say is, for me, if someone were to ask me this, I'll probably be like, it's a good movie, but there are flaws to it.
There are definitely.
I mean, I'll probably have to say that. I mean, it's good for like a Mario fan.
Yeah. So
if you're growing up with Mario, you just play Mario in general. It is good.
Agreed. Yeah.
However, there are problems to the story and the characters. I feel like it.
I don't really got a problem with the story because again, it's a Nintendo thing for them to do.
It's more characters. It's more characters.
There's more character built into the characters because again, we're not used to seeing these characters talk a lot, like especially Mario and Luigi. Like
Donkey Kong doesn't even have a voice. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think so. I don't think he talks.
DK, Bowser, or not counting Mario Sunshine because Bowser does speak in that game. You know, but Mario, Luigi, DK, Peach, these characters, they don't talk. We're used to hearing them like either grunt or, especially the two brothers, let's go, or here we go.
Or gibberish.
Or just random Italian-like gibberish. That's what it is. But again, it still shocks me that we went into this film thinking, okay, Chris Pratt is Mario, I'm just gonna forget about that. And then within the first 10 to 15 minutes, I'm like, I accepted it. Chris Pratt's doing a great job as Mario. I accepted it. And I'm not joking about that. Chris Pratt does do a good job at Mario. He does bring his own interpretation of the character. I'll say that. Mm-hmm. Yes, Brooklyn accent, Italian accent, controversy aside, it's still a good Mario. He does do a good job. And Charlie Day's Luigi, he's done a perfect job as Luigi as well. Again, when this cast was first announced, everyone just started making a joke out of it. Mm-hmm. But I think, just seeing this cast come together was like a good choice. I feel like, they've done a great job in this film. Yeah.
I would say there was no character development, or there was just very little of it, because...
Yeah,
there's not a lot of character development.
I think what the intention was, you're supposed to go into this film knowing what Mario Brothers is supposed to be about. Like, you got two plumbers from the real world. They encounter a mystery pipe. They go into an alternate reality, or the Mushroom Kingdom, technically, another world. And you're supposed to just accept that. There's nothing else to it. They do question the fact, like, oh my god, there's a world of mushrooms. But, okay, there's a world of mushrooms. I'm just going to accept that.
Yeah.
Characters, Mario and Luigi, they have good chemistry because they're supposed to be siblings. The other characters, however, let's just start off with Bowser, number one, because Jack Black steals the show. He's the best. Jack Black, he does bring a good voice to Bowser. There were times where you could just hear him probably get tired of doing the same voice and he had to revert back to his regular voice. Because in the trailers they just promote him doing the big gruffy voice. But in the movie there were times where you could just hear him just speak normally. Because I feel like that catching up with the big gruff voice, it gets tiring for him. But again,
he did do good.
He did a fantastic job as Bowser.
But I do feel like he also tried to give his own interpretation.
He also tried, yes.
I feel like every person there tried to.
Yes, definitely agreed. But yeah, Jack Black stole the character. He really, you could tell he had fun as Bowser.
Peach, in my opinion, she's not bad.
Yeah.
I feel like she's just strong woman. She's just strong woman from beginning to end.
Like in the games,
it's like she's sorry.
Yeah,
it's like she's Daisy, but without the sassiness.
And it's just Peach. It's just Daisy, but she's Peach. That's all it is. I think that was also another thing that I had a problem with the film. Like Peach herself was too convincing. Like you'll go into this film and you'll be like, oh, so just like that, huh? Just like that? You're just gonna do that? Okay. And I kind of feel like they could have expanded upon her character a bit more. But, again, the Mario games, there's not a lot you can work off of it. Like, you just have a base premise. Princess, plumber, dinosaur turtle guy. He kidnapped Princess, plumber goes save her. End of story. There's not much you can work off of that, but you could tell they tried giving the characters some personality of some kind.
And then there's Toad.
He's
just there for comic relief. He's just the
comic relief of the movie.
He's not bad, but I mean, if you take it, I feel like if you take him out of the movie, nothing would really change.
Nothing would probably change.
Not much, because he's just there.
He's just there, yeah. He's just there for comic relief, but again, Keegan-Michael Key does a fantastic job as Toad. I mean, at the end of the day, I think Keegan is the best choice to voice a Toad, because he can. Oh my god. Because Keegan, he can really hit that high-pitched voice. So probably Keegan as Toad is the best thing they could do. So Kamek, or Magic Koopa, however you want to call him. Yeah, there was a few moments.
He's okay.
There were a few moments that did get me chuckling now and then from that character. Because, he's supposed to be Bowser's number 2. That's a number 4, not number 2. There were moments where they both interacted, like Bowser's like, oh, I'm very chill around you. But then there'll be those moments where he'll be like, I fucking hate the advice you're giving me. Go away! So, there's that. And also that one interaction, which I will not spoil because it is such a funny moment and a good reference to a 2010 game, if I'm not mistaken. I think you know what it is I'm talking about because you brought it up to me. It is a funny interaction. I wouldn't stop laughing at that, but the interaction between Kamek and Bowser was like the best thing ever. Very funny. And then we got Foreman Spike, who hasn't been a character since Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Foreman Spike is such a... I don't think, if you go into this film not knowing what Mario is about, you would not know who this character is. But
yeah, to be honest, I do agree, yeah.
Yeah, so, but having Foreman Spike in the movie was like, wow. Okay, like, I knew he was in the movie, but I didn't think he would be like this. So...
He's like the bully character.
Oh, yeah, he's like definitely the bully character. Again, the Mario Brothers was supposed to work for Foreman Spike in the games, and then they quit their jobs, like in the game, so there's that. Again, he's like this more bully-like character towards the Mario Brothers. Donkey Kong!
How many people forgot about Donkey Kong? Oh.
Donkey Kong,
Donkey Kong is just Seth Rogen.
It's just Seth Rogen.
Yeah, because I mean, I didn't really get like a... Are you trying to do his laugh?
No, I'm just laughing like that. It's just how I laugh.
I feel like it's just Seth Rogen.
You can tell
Rogen.
It's just Seth Rogen. There are times where he did do like a few grunts, but that didn't sound like Seth Rogen. So I'm curious whether if they used the original, sound effects as well, because they did use some sound effects from the games for this movie, which I did kind of enjoy hearing. There were a lot of times where I'd be going like, oh, that was the thing. I heard the thing.
Oh, yeah.
They did the thing.
Half the movie we were just like, oh yeah, that.
Half of the movie was like, I know that reference. I know this thing. I want to talk about a little bit more on Cranky Kong. Cranky Kong. I feel like Cranky Kong could have felt a bit more older. In fact,
yeah, he sounds a bit too young.
He sounds a bit too young, but again, he is, cranky. He is a bit cranky in the movie, hence his name, Cranky Kong. There were some Kong cameos that I was so happy about. There was actually a lot of Kong cameos. There was a lot of them, especially from like the 90s and stuff, which I'm happy with. Overall, the Mario Brothers, Peach, Toad, Bowser, DK, Cranky, Kamek. I think that's pretty much all it for the main cast. But then you got like the side characters, like the Koopa Troopers, Paratroopers, Goombas, Spikes,
Bowser's minions.
Bowser's minions in general. They're there.
There were some funny moments.
There were some funny moments with them. Especially there was one with the dry bones that I really did enjoy. There was also surprisingly a little bit of horror built into the dry bones segment. I'll say that there was a bit of a horror moment, especially when the bones are like reconstructing themselves and you hear the bones like twist and crunch and that. That was like, oh wow, they actually really brought that into this film. They really put it in some horror elements. And I hope that if eventually they do a Luigi's Mansion film, I hope they extend that horror aspect of the characters.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be nice to see.
That would be cool.
Yep.
Story now? Story?
So, story.
Who wants to go first?
You play a Mario game, you're gonna get the exact same thing.
Yeah, but I mean the story is like fast.
It's
a very like, short movie, which I was expecting at least more or less 2 hours because the trailers promote it as this massive.
As a massive film.
I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, I don't know if this counts as spoilers, but there's Mario Kart in it.
You got the Mario Kart segment in there, which in the trailer they heavily promoted it. Like in the trailers they promote the Rainbow Road segment. as like this massive fight sequence.
I know there's also different worlds as well.
There's a different world segment they visit. Obviously, it's in the trailers. You know, Yoshi's Island, Bob-omb Battlefield, Tostarena from Mario Odyssey, the Ice World as well, Bowser's World. But those are just
levels, I guess.
I guess they're just like, we're gonna use them for like maybe less than 3 minutes. So there's just that. I feel like they could have had maybe a few scenes where they each have to take over obstacles and not just have a montage of them going through these worlds. I also feel like they could have used the character of Yoshi a bit more, but he was only in there for one shot, and it's in the trailer. Like, I feel like the Yoshi was kind of spoiled in the trailers, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's the pacing is just it's too
fast. The
is
pacing is
too fast,
too quick. This movie's like only an hour 30 minutes long, which is kind of normal for a regular movie. But
I mean, Mario's a big thing, you know.
Mario's a huge thing. Like, you look at the first Sonic movie, it's like an hour 40 minutes, but then you get to the sequel, and that's like 2 hours long because they decided to incorporate a lot of game elements. But then you get the Mario movie, which does do the same thing as the second Sonic movie, like include a lot of game elements.
I mean, too much, like
way too much. There was a lot of
It was good because there were a lot of references. I would say, like, references. Pretty much the whole movie was just going, oh yeah, that.
Yeah. There's a lot of that.
Point out references.
Yeah, especially with the music. Like, the music, every time they did a specific thing that you would do in the games, they would play that specific song. But again, the story, the film's like an hour 30 minutes. It just feels like an hour long. It does go by quick, like just like that. Like, in the beginning, you're in one spot. The next minute, in like less than 5 minutes, you're already like, okay, we're in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's that quick. But that's also normal with a Mario game because, again,
there's not a lot of character development. There's not a lot of story.
Not really.
Not a lot of lore, to be honest.
The only pieces of lore we know is that, okay, Mario's in Mushroom Kingdom with his brother Luigi. How did they get here? We don't know.
Well, technically, it's like there are humans.
There are humans, but they're like, how did we get here? And if you wanted to watch, like, if you want to know more of the Mario lore, I guess the closest thing to this film you're gonna watch. It's going to be the original Super Mario Bros. Shows, being the Super Show, with the iconic Mario rap thing, that thing. There's that. So I think that's going to be like the closest thing you're going to get to seeing this movie. If you don't want to go watch it, you just watch the show. That's the closest thing. You got the two Mario Brothers, they're working on a plumbing system. They go down to the Mushroom Kingdom, and that's it. That's their life now. This film does expand on it a bit, but again, it's just too short in my opinion.
Very enjoyable if you.
It is very enjoyable.
If you love Nintendo, if you love Mario, watch the movie.
It is. It's a very enjoyable film, especially towards the end of the film. I'm not gonna obviously spoil it, but the final battle.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
And the Mario vs. Donkey Kong battle was good as well.
The rivalry between Mario and DK was actually pretty fun to see. They made the characters a lot more edgier this time. Bowser's like really into like, if you don't do it, I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna do it. I don't care.
I think they reference death like more than like 3 times.
They reference a lot of times, especially with the Luma. The Luma had me cracking up. Like, yeah, in the trailers, it's like, I'm like, the only way out, it's death. And then death comes, it's like, yay. So, but again, the point of a Luma is for it to die and then be born as a galaxy, so it kind of makes sense. But I feel like they went a bit too dark with the Luma. I'm not gonna lie. Final thoughts.
Do you recommend it? I recommend it.
I recommend it. If you want to,
not for like non-Mario fans, because
not for non-Mario fans.
They're gonna be in it. And they're gonna be like, okay. I mean, if you do not know anything about Mario, don't watch it.
You don't watch because you're not gonna get these things. But if you are a hardcore Mario fan, like if you were born maybe in the 80s or you just got recently into Mario and you really do enjoy it, I say go watch it. There are a lot of references to the original series, the original game series, the new Super Mario Bros. Series, the Mario Galaxy series, Odyssey. There's a lot of references in there that you're really going to get. And I feel like you're going to have a fun time with this film. So yeah, but for final thoughts, I enjoyed it. Am I willing to go watch it again? Yes.
Probably. Who knows?
Probably.
Who knows?
Especially with the amount of Easter eggs we found in this film. I feel like we have to rewatch it again because I feel like there's a lot more. Because it's not just Mario Easter eggs. There's like tons of Nintendo references in there, from consoles to other games. So there's that. But yeah, I do definitely recommend it overall.
I mean, who knows? Our opinion could probably change. We could probably say, "Oh, it's a terrible movie," and then we're probably going to say, "Oh,
yeah." Like,
it's a good movie." So
I'll
you
do
never
say.
know.
I'll do say the critics are being a little bit too harsh on the film. I think it's still enjoyable. We went to go see it. There were tons of kids. They seemed to have a fun time. Yeah, they wouldn't shut the hell up, but still, you know, like it's a kids' film overall. Obviously, critics, they're gonna say, you know, audiences and reviews, they're gonna give it a big old thumbs up. I don't know if they'll make a sequel. If they do, we'll probably go. We'll go watch it. There are 2 post-credit scenes. Stick around for them. Then,
Oof, I mean, the last one.
I mean,
the last one was a bit.
then I was like, again, yeah, the post-credit scenes, there are 2 of them. They kind of do set something up for the future, but at the same time, if it doesn't get a sequel, then they're just there for the fun of it. Okay, so those were our thoughts on the Super Mario Brothers movie. I think that's pretty much it. We don't really want to spoil the movie. I say go watch it. Eventually down the road, we will do a spoiler review of the film. I say go watch it. It is a fun time. I don't think there's any other way of closing this video other than us singing the Mario Bros. Overworld theme. So, and a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Oh no.